Alright guys, in this video I will show you how you can make email automation or cold email setup using N8N. If you don't already have N8N, you can watch my another video of how to set that up for completely free. I am self-hosting this, as you can see here, so I am not paying for N8N free trial or for anything. It's completely free. You can do this too. I will put the link in the description below of how to do it. It's about 3 minutes video and it's very easy to download and set up for free. Alright, now this video can be slightly longer than what I usually make because it's a few steps process, but let me start. It's very easy and I will put links to everything below. So let's start. First step we need to do is add a trigger node. So what you can do is just click on the plus tab and you will see the first trigger manual node here. If you don't see it, you can always search trigger in the search node. First click trigger. Okay, now second thing you need to do is add a sheets form. So just click the plus icon here and write sheets and click on Google Sheets. Now in Google Sheet you need to get rows in sheet. This should be the last to second option. Click here and this will open up. Now what we need to do here is we need to create two Google Sheets. I will show you here. I have already created Google Sheets and I have tested them, but I will show you once again how to do it. You can name this as lead sheet or anything like that. I have already done it as lead sheet. I have already saved this as YouTube lead sheet. You can do anything. I'm making this for an example. You need to add name, email, send status and time, these four things. The reason being, when you do name, it will automatically change the name to individual person. Let's say you have 500 emails here, and if you write 500 different names, it will send each email with whatever the name of the email address is, so it's more personalized. Then email address, obviously you need this to send email. We need send status, so if you are sending so many emails, like hundreds of them, you will know which ones are sent and which are not sent. And then time, you don't really need to add it, but I add it just because it's a good feature. And you can also trigger time feature, what time of the day you want the emails to go out to. So once you have made YouTube lead sheet, what we need to do is we need to connect these Google Sheets to the N8N. The reason we do this is because Google Sheets is completely free, it's editable, and you can sell this to anyone, the agent that you are making, and you can share access of this sheet easily to anyone. That's one of the best thing of using Google Sheets. I always use Google Sheets for any kind of selling purpose to businesses. Okay, here what we need to do is you need to go click here. You won't see any of these accounts. I have already configured my accounts, that's why you are seeing this, but I will help you, don't worry. Create new credential and then this page will open up. Now I won't connect it, but I will show you how to do it. So what you need to do is just open up another tab. Once you are on this page, what you need to do is you need to come to this website, console.cloud.google.com. Don't worry, I will put this in the description below as Google Account Connect or something like that, so it's easier for you. Now you won't see these options once again because I've already done it. What you need to do here is just click here. It should say create new or something like that, and then you have to do new project since you won't be seeing any of these projects. So click on new project and then you can name projects. Now bear in mind you only have 10 total tries, 10 or 11 total tries, and then you will have to pay for it, but don't worry, you can use any Google account. So once you run out of your 11 chances, you can just make new account for free and keep making these for businesses or whatever purpose you use it for. Okay, once this is done, you can rename the project. I will rename test YouTube, and I don't need to add any organization. I will just do create, and then this will just go ahead and create new project. You can select it here, or you can again go here and you can click test YouTube. Okay, once you are here, you will see quick access, the first one, API and services. So we need to open this and enable API for us to use it here. So just click API and services, and you need to come here, auth consent screen. Okay, it's not yet configured, so we will start configuring it. This is a one-time step that you have to complete. Now I will add N8N YouTube, and then email. You can add any emails. I have already entered this one. And internal and external, you need to choose external because we are not only going to use Google supported emails, but any email, since customers can have multiple emails. Contact information, here you need to write your own email address. Reason being, if there is any changes made to this section, we will get notification on this email address that someone is trying to change or you are trying to change something. And then next, just agree and continue. It will take a few seconds and it will create a new thing. Okay, now we need to create auth client. So for this, you can just click create auth client. Okay, and you need to go web application. So if you don't see that create auth client, you can just come here on client, but that's fine. Normally you will see it. Always choose web application. Client name, you can keep it by default or anything. And then we will leave the JavaScript as it is. Don't need to change anything. Just come directly to redirect URLs. You need to add a URL, and this one right here, you need to copy and paste here. So this one I will show you again how we came to this. When you added new Google Sheets, double click on it and create new credential, so it will show you this. You have to copy and then paste it here. Once this is done, just click create and it will give you a client ID and a password. So this is the client ID. You can copy client ID, paste it in here, and then this is not the password. You can either directly download or you can just press OK, and you can open your web client. You will see the client password somewhere over here. This is client ID and this is client secret. This will be your password. You can just paste it right here, and before you do sign in with Google, you have to verify it. So let me show you how you can verify this. Yes, you have to come to audience here and you have to do publish app, because if it's in testing you cannot log in here. So just click confirm and then it should publish the app. Okay, once this is published, you can go ahead and click sign in with Google and it will show you different accounts. I will not be using that account. I will be using my. Okay, this will give you verification error, but don't worry about it. Once you have published it, you can just go advanced and you can continue to N8N. It's asking if you trust the developer, and this will be the email address of developer, but it will be your email address since you are the one developing this site, so it's safe. You can go ahead and click this, select all, give all the permissions and continue. And with that, this is finished. You can close this or it will automatically close within 5 seconds. So this is done. This means that you have now connected your Google account. I will not be using this one since I have already created, but for you, you can just click on whichever Google account you just created. Now in the same Google Sheets account, you have to make sheet 1 and sheet 2. So for the first sheet, as I told you, you need to do this, and you can add a few email addresses and names in here, or you can just keep it as it is. It doesn't really matter. I just keep 2 of them here. And then resources, just do sheets within documents, get rows, and then documents. It will give you few options. For me it's a lot because I have a few sheets going on. For you it might be just one, so you have to click on whichever one you created. For me it's YouTube lead sheet, and then it will give you which sheet to select. So for you, you might only have one sheet, so you can click on sheet 1, whichever one this is on. You don't need to worry about any of the filter, and just try and execute step. So let's see. Okay, this has been successfully executed. You can see it got both of our rows, name and email addresses, which is a good thing. This is empty, but we don't need to worry about it now. Okay, once this is done, then we will add another node. So the reason we are adding if is we need to make sure that it's sent, and if it's not sent, it will retry it. So for condition here, you have to click to expression and you need to copy paste this code. I will put all the codes that we need to put in the description below, or if I can't put the JavaScript code, I will add a link to certain place where all the codes will be written. For this one, I will most likely write if and then equals to and then this code that you can copy paste directly. Now second section, don't do equal to, we need to do is not equal to, and then here we can just write sent. So make sure your sent is written in capital. The reason being, everything that we will write here we will write in capital, not the code of course, but everything here. So once it's here written sent in caps, then the next code we will write, it will recognize the caps. If it's not caps, sometimes it doesn't really work, that's why. Okay, you have to write sent here and then send status is not equals to, and then try and execute step. Once again it's executed successfully, so we will go on to the next step. Okay, so the next step is going to be loop, since we needed to loop through the email and keep sending until everything is done. So in the true section here, don't do in the false, in the true section click on the plus icon and search for loop. You will see loop over time split in batches, that's what we need. Once you are here, leave the batch size to 1. You don't need to add anything, just do execute step and execute it successfully. No output data, but we don't need to worry about it. You can do loop branch and it will show you this. We'll remove these things first as we don't need them right now. Now we need to click here next to the done section, click plus, and we will add another sheets, Google Sheets again, and then get rows in sheets, the last second option again. Once again your Google account will already be here, so just click on whichever account you made, keep the same get rows and within documents, and then in this document again YouTube lead sheet, the same sheet that you created, and in this section you need to click sheet 2. Now I will show you what exactly do we have in sheet 2. When you open sheet number 2, which is here, you can create it by clicking plus section and name it sheet 2. You can see subject and body. Now this means it will take subjects from here and body from here, and it will choose randomly. This is just an example of what I have written here. The reason we will use multiple templates, not just 3, you can add multiple, you can add 10, 15, 20, whatever you want to add. The reason you will do this is because if you keep sending email with the same subject and same body, it can land in spam or junk folder in our customers email, and we don't want that. We want cold emails to go directly in their inbox. So what we will do is we will create multiple subjects and body, and we will add another node which randomly selects which one to use. So here instead of y I will just write 10. Now once you have created something like this, subject, body, and this, you can minimize this and click sheet 2, since this is the sheet we just created, as you can see here, and you can execute step once again. So once this is added, what we need to do here is we need to add a code node. You can search code here and then click on the code, and this one select all, and you have to replace with the code that I give you in the description below. I will write code dash and then rest of the code. You can directly copy paste it, don't need to worry about writing all of this, and then run once for all items. Yes, you need to select that. Now what this code will do is this will randomly select the number of bodies that we have, subjects and body that we have for each email addresses. So we will go ahead and do execute step, node executed successfully. Right guys, I made a mistake. You don't need to do in done, you need to connect this to loop section. So click plus on the loop side and not the done side. So you need to connect the loop with get rows in sheet. That was my bad. So you can clear the execution and execute workflow. This time you can see it's going up till here. Alright guys, so once you copy paste this code here, you will see that it has randomly selected one of the 3 given templates. Now like I told you last time, you need to keep some of the things in capital. In this sheet too, you have to keep the subject and body as all caps, because the code that I have written here has recognized the caps, but it's not recognizing the small. So just make sure when you are making this, either you keep these two in caps, or alternatively you can just change the code and put this in small. Alright, once this is done, we will add another node. Just make sure that it's the loop item is connected to loop. Once again, that was my bad. Don't put it in done for now, put it in loop. Okay, the next step we need to do is add a merge section. So you can click plus and add merge, and then instead of append you need to do combine here, and then combine by position. Don't do matching fields, so combine position and input, just leave it at 2, and then just go back, don't execute it now. What we are doing here is we are merging two, because you can see one of the sheets has the name and email address, and second has body and paragraph subject. We need to merge both of these, that's why we need the merge here. So what you can do is you can connect the loop node to input 2 right here, since this will come here. Don't do it to done, once again just do it to loop to merge. What this will do is this will merge both of these. So come here and then now execute step. You can see here it has combined the subject, the body, name and email address, and that's exactly what we want. And this has also randomly selected test1. So next time when we execute again, we will see if it's still test1 or if it's showing something else. Okay, back to canvas now. Okay, you can see here that in the body we have written hi and then space name. The reason we have written is we need to replace this name section with name of the customer from our sheet 1, and we will write a code for it. So just make sure that in name in the body you always write this. And now we will go ahead and do the edit section. So just write edit and select edit field, and right here we will change some of the things. So once this is manual mapping, you need to do add field, and the name, once you click here you have to drag and drop the body section. So we will drag and drop body here, keep it as a string in value. Okay, you need to copy and paste this code. I will put this code in description as well. Once again guys, if the code doesn't work, you can put it in the comments below and I will try and see why is it not working. But the thing you need to check is your code. If it says body in caps, you need to have this body in capitals as well. You can't have this in small, this in caps or otherwise. If you are writing name like this, then you need to make sure that here the name is written like that as well. Now because it's under a bracket, this won't matter as much, but the body and subject you have to make sure that it's in caps. So once you are here, just click execute step and we will see it will randomly select any of the thing and it will replace. So here you can see instead of name it says Shivam, and in the body. Another thing you need to do is just to include other input fields as well and just do all. What this will do is this will just include everything in here, so we will know. And you can see here this time it has selected test2. That means our multiple merge is random merge is also working, and it has changed the name. So include other field just to make sure that everything is working fine. Now we will add two things here. First thing you need to do is add another merge. The reason we are doing this, first of all I'll show you what to do. Combine position, leave it to 2 and then execute step. It won't really show much because we haven't added walk to merge here, but just add this one. The reason we are doing this is we want the sheet to update as per the date and time of what we sent, not the date and time, the sent status and time. So you can click plus here and then you can click sheets once again. This time you don't need to do get rows, you need to do update rows in sheets. So append or update rows in sheets, and then again click same process, click your account and then choose from the list, and then this time you have to choose sheet 1. The reason being sheet 1, you can see send status and time is in here, and that's what we want to do. So do sheet, and then right here it will give you a few options. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to match email column. So you can just click here and do email. Name, you can remove it, we don't really need name here, we only need send status and time. Okay, so we need to write a few codes here. First thing I will need you to do is just click expression here, so we can write codes, and for all of them we will be using expression. You can just copy and paste this code that I have given in the description. Once again, send status, just go to expression and copy and paste the code, and then in time section you can copy and paste the code. You can change your place from here to any other place, whichever allows the exact time zone in JavaScript. Since I'm nearby this area, I will be using Kolkata, but you can use anything. Once this is done, you can go back to canvas, and this time we need to add send a message section. Now you need to add send a email, so you can go ahead and drag and drop here, and then you can write mail, so it will show you bunch of mail you can use, including Outlook, Gmail and all. If you can't find what you are looking for, you can just search SMTP and it will give you send email. You can click this one and it will give you other general emails you can use to send your mail, not limited to just Gmail. For us, we are using Gmail, so I'm just going to click Gmail and then just click send a message. Once you are here, it will give you option to select. Now I have already connected one account. For you, once again, you can create new credential if you can't see yours here. It's the exact same process, so just click here. We will be sending message, and then operation we need to do send, so that's fine. Now here in to section, you have to drag and drop the email field here, so you can just drag and drop this email, and then it will automatically write this subject. You can once again drag and drop the subject here, and then for message you can drag and drop body. Okay, once this is done and they are all in green, means they are working, we will add a few extra options. So first you need to do append N8N attribution, and then click that and turn this off. This will turn off the N8N watermark, because usually when you use N8N to send emails, it gives a watermark saying sent by N8N or something. Turn this off to remove watermark. Next thing, just add sender name, and then this will give you any name to add. I will just add my own name. This looks professional, that's why you need to add this one. And then you can just go ahead, don't execute step now, just save this. You can go back to canvas, and we will connect the mail section to input 2 of the merge. So what the reason of doing this is, once the mail is sent, it will merge the edit field and mail section, and then it will just update the row. So just go here and then you can do execute step. Yes, so this will do send status, and time will still be empty for now, but this is already working because I have got notification in my phone saying I've received email. So we will write a code for this, don't worry. Go back to canvas, and then now we need to add a wait node, because this will only send one email, this thing. So we will need to add another node. We will just do this and then put wait. What this will do is, this will wait once for us to send email, and then it will send to the second email. You can leave this to 5 seconds. Between 5 to 30 seconds is a good option. And then just go back to canvas, and this wait section we need to connect here to the input of our loop section. So connect here, and then I will just click this to make it a bit more tidy. This is just panicking because what we have connected. You can just go ahead and clear executions. We will go here, there is nothing, and then we can try and execute before editing anything else. So just execute. Okay, it has sent first email, then it will wait for 5 seconds, and then it will go over the loop once again, and you can see that it's writing 2 and then correct. That means it's done. Now it will keep doing it, but since we have only 2 emails, it will realize that it doesn't need to keep going. So once you come here, it will show sent, and then what time it has sent. It has waited more than 5 seconds, but that's fine. As long as it's working, you can reduce the seconds up to maybe 1 or 2 seconds. Now I will show you where it has sent the emails. Okay, the first one you can see here is it sent at 12:27, and we have received it just now, 12:27. test 2, and then subject you can see up here 10% off. This is just a demo, and it has also changed the name from hi name to hi Shivam, which is a good thing. Okay, you can see the sent section of the email address I used to send the email. This is test 3. If you realize the other one was test 2, that means it is randomly selecting. Then it has changed the name from name to a, which is what we want. And then we have again received it at 12:27, which is here. That means it's working. Now use if you use Gmail, you can use 500 emails every day. You can send 500 emails, which is quite a lot. But if you do want to send more emails, it's very easy. Instead of waiting another day, what you can do is you can just copy this workflow entirely, make a new workflow, and add a different email address from send a message. So you don't need to add exact same Gmail account. You can just add another account, and then it will be up to 1000 or 1500, and you can change the name. So for example, if we are using, let's say, this email address, you can keep the same email address but change maybe the last letter, but you can keep the logo same, everything same. I've seen a lot of people do this. They create multiple emails, they keep the same logo of their company. You can attach the logo of your company as well. In send a message, it will give you options to attachment, BCC, CC, and everything. In attachments, you can add logo or photo of your company, so customers won't know that it's coming from a different email, and this way it will also help you stay out of the spam folder. So this is done. One last thing I will do is I will give you a downloadable file of this entire workflow, so you can download it in .json file and you can directly paste it into your workflow, so you don't have to go every step and add everything. However, keep in mind you have to connect your Google accounts. It won't connect to my Google accounts. You have to make your own one. But apart from that, it's pretty much all done. You can just directly paste it into your workflow, connect your account, and it will start working. I will leave that along with all the codes. The reason I'm leaving this is because this has already written all the code, so you don't need to worry about anything. And if this works, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I will be bringing more of these kind of videos related to AI and N8N, which you can use to sell the business and make money. And also, if this doesn't work, leave a comment below and I will do my best to help you out with it. Thanks for watching, guys.